left in March when the levee came around, the third time in as many years he's gone. I keep the field as best as one can keep, a field alone from darkness until dawn. The children help, but children's hands are small, and Hannibal burned the southern farms last year. The smoke was visible from where I stood, and I did not tell the children what I feared. The man from the city came again last week with money and a document to sign. He said the debt had grown beyond my means, and smiled the way they smile when something's mine. The field my father's father cleared, the field that Rome has disappeared. I held it through the levee and the burning, I held it through the silence and the debt. But what one woman holds against an empire is less than what an empire can forget. The field that made the legions is now the field that feeds the rich man's dream. The ground Rome built its glory on is not as permanent as it would seem. He came home once between the Spanish campaign and Scipio needed men again. He walked the field and did not speak for hours, and left before the first of autumn's rain. The slaves work now on what were Roman fields, their labor cheaper than a citizen's wage. How does a free man feed his family, competing with a slave upon a stage? Tiberius Gracchus saw the empty farms, the city filling fast with men like mine who came home to find nothing, and understood that nothing ever lasts. He tried to give it back, they killed him for it. They killed his brother too and called it law. And I am still here holding what remains of what was ours before what I just saw. The field my father's father cleared, the field that Rome has disappeared. I held it through the levee and the burning, I held it through the silence and the debt. But empires do not notice what they're losing until the men who built them start to forget. The field is gone, the farmer's gone, the city fills with men who have no home. The ground that grew the republic is now the ground that's swallowing